श्रवणं कीर्तनं विष्णु स्मरणं पाद सेवनं अर्चनं वन्दनं दास्यं सख्यं आत्मा निवेदनम् ओम शांति 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 जय श्री कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण. Today the shlok that is recited is very famous. It is called Navdha bhakti. Now it comes in the story of Bhakt Prahlad in Srimad Bhagavatam. Navdha bhakti has a deep meaning in spirituality, in devotion. But today we are going to see Navdha bhakti as a psychological step towards focused goal achievement in life. As in this series, we are talking about giving sanskar to our children for modern day life and outlook. So if we are teaching our scriptures, our culture to our children, how it may help our children in modern day, day-to-day life? How would it make them better individuals? This small shlok of Navdha bhakti is going to be a wonderful example to understand the depth of Indian scriptures. First, I am going to recite complete shlok of Navdha bhakti, and then we may try to understand it in a modern outlook. So Prahlad tells to his father Hiranyakashipu that there are 9 steps of devotion. They are Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. Prahlad talks about Shravan, means to listen first. Navdha bhakti is a very popular path of devotion. Devotion is love towards God. Today we are going to talk about Navdha bhakti as love towards one's goal achievement and how it is so psychologically correct, even if we apply into our modern day life to achieve success in our life. Any passion or goal in life starts with Shravan. That means the ability to listen. A person who is successful starts as a good listener. Why is it so? It is very psychological. Whenever a passion or goal enters into our mind, our being, our intellect, it enters through listening. When we listen about something, we develop our interest towards it. And interest is the first step towards making a person or a thing our goal in life. Hence, the sense of listening is very important. Once after listening, we develop our interest in certain thing. The second step is kirtanam. That is to talk about it. We start discussing with people whom we may think that they may know something better about it. We discuss about it. We try to impart our knowledge about it, what we have read about it, or try to research about it. We are now trying gather and develop as much information as we can about it by talking about it. That's called kirtana. If you see it as a devotion, once a person develops interest in attainment of God, we have kirtans, which is talking about attributes of God. A sadhak is trying to understand the qualities of God and trying to understand the concept of God. And hence, Kirtan is very important. Similarly, in our life, when we make something the goal of our life, we want to know more and more about it, and we start talking about it. Also, if you see, we talked a lot about a person whom we love. For example, as I'm talking to more and more parents, as parents, we realize that we love our kids a lot. They are actually our full-time industry, I may call. And hence, as we love our children a lot, we keep on talking about it. May the opposite person be interested in it or not interested in it, we keep on talking about it. And that is Kirtan, that shows our involvement in a particular activity. So the second step towards proceeding to a goal is getting involved in getting closer and knowing your goal better. Third step is Smaranam. Now, our initial attraction is very common when a child becomes a teenager and we are talking about careers. It is very common that young children get attracted to very glamorous careers. A cricketer. Okay, I want to become a cricketer. Oh, a hero. I want to become a hero or a heroine. A news reporter. Oh, I want to become a news reporter. We're talking about a lot of things with our parents, elders, our friends. Talking about a lot of things. And then after the initial, I shall call the goal infatuation period, we get distant from everything. We do not actually continue. Now the third step of goal setting is very important, that we are not supposed to leave anything that we start, which is Smaranam, to remind yourself again and again where we are supposed to reach in life, what we are supposed to attain in life. Smaranam. Fourth step is Padasevanam, to sacrifice and completely immerse yourself in your path and towards your goal. Padasevanam exactly means that a devotee who is wishes to attain God, Padasevanam is doing seva of God. Now the word seva means that you completely sacrifice yourself in service of someone to please your Lord. Now over here, as we are thinking about goal setting and success in life, let's make our goal our Lord in life. Bharatiya Sanskriti, our Sanatan Sanskriti, always talks about our work as our God. And it has a very strong psychological impact on a human being who sees their work as their God. You see, a small shopkeeper in India also, when they start their shop, they'll always pray and they'll start. A small rickshawala, when they start their ride, after their first ride, they bow down to the meter and they say, oh, ye to hamara pehla boni hai. That is Padasevanam, being completely immersed in what you're doing. You're trying to please your goal. You're trying to be best with your goal. A sense of service towards your goal will bring out your 100% involvement towards your goal. Archanam, to worship your work. When we worship our work becomes our enjoyment. Worship in devotion, do puja. There's a big difference between puja and worship. Well, a ritual or a puja may come out of fear of something. Oh, if we don't do this, then something will happen to us. But worship or archanam, sadhana, comes out of self-interest and because we believe in that entity. Similarly, when a person believes in their goal, completely immerses themselves, sacrifices their time towards it, they worship their goal. They get completely involved in it, and that is why they get happiness out of their work. Once a person starts getting happiness out of their work, there's the next step called Vandanam. The only thing that we respect in our life is our efforts towards our vocation or our goal. Once you have highest respect towards something, you will make your ways to attain success in that path. And hence, again, if I talk about day-to-day relationships, then it is very important to have a factor of respect, elders say, in a relationship of marriage, which is a long-term project, I may say. Why is that so? Again, if in any relationship you would have a sense of respect, then you drive to make it a success. It is a passion in your life, and hence you have respect towards it. Similarly, when a person has respect towards their vocation and it is at the level of vandan, when the Hindi word called vandaniya, when your work becomes a vandaniya for you, you're going to drive it. You're going to burn the midnight oil, as we say, to succeed in it. And then comes dasyam. At a point in life, in attaining our goal, there comes a step where we need to take a leap. We are working, we are sacrificing ourselves, we are hardworking, we are respecting our work, but that after that, there comes a point when there are only a few people who take that leap, who take that jump, who take that long jump in life and become something else in life. This leap of faith, this jump comes after the feeling of dasyam, when we become slaves of our goal. Now, don't go by the word slave. The feeling of slavery has a lot of attributes connected towards it, which is a lot of self-control. When a person is a slave towards something, they ought to do something, they are forced to do something, and pleasing that goal will only give them satisfaction. Meaning that for a slave, their master is of most importance in their life. Similarly, when your goal becomes your only path in life, only then we will be able to take the risk of the leap of faith. And that's why it's called faith. When you have so much of faith in your master, only then you become a slave of something. And we ought to succeed and not get distracted. A certain amount of dedication is required. A ruling, a self-control is required for the stage of dasyam, to become a slave of something. That we overpower all our desires and be connected to our goal. Once we take this leap of faith, the second last step comes, which Praladji calls Sakhyam. We start understanding our path. Sakhyam exactly means friendship. Once we are friends with someone, why do we call that this person is my friend? Because we understand that person, we know that person, we are closer to that person. Because you can say that I understand this person, you can say that hence he or she is my friend. Because that person is always welcoming to you, so we say that they are my friends. Similarly, after all this struggle, finally our goal becomes closer to us. We start understanding our path of life. We start reaping the fruits of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. And we become the part of the core group, as they say. And then comes the last step in life, continued on the path of hard work, which is Atmanivedanam. Atmanivedanam is becoming one with God. And in our path of goal attainment and focusing, the last step is becoming our goal itself. We become our goal. We become the goal. Once a person walks on this path and attains success, they become the goal for the society, for the world. They become an inspiration, a success story. Now you shall become a goal or an ideal for someone to show a path for their life. We become, I may say, a goal or God for someone else. It is a beautiful path explained in Navdha Bhakti. Let's all walk on these 9 steps and attain the beautiful fruits of our hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. There is no shortcut in life at all. Om Astu, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.